So from our side, I am investigating the RHL problem that we have created while we were fixing an issue. Also, I've cleaned up the stuff that Kilari told me that should not be there in the block and in the transaction related serialization part of what we return. So soon will be the pair with that. Also, I found another way I could check the timings because debugging on Hive is sadly hard. So I found another way I could check the timings of a block that is getting created. So yeah, I think we'll post update for you guys to update the Docker image soon. And yeah, let's continue. Sina, how is your progress?
Yeah, not a lot from my side. Been busy with other stuff. Uh, but yeah, so I I was digging up some old discussion we had about the uh, idea from Dano, pre-computed calls, and trying to find the rationale we had for choosing the current approach versus the other one, so that we can add something to the documents we have in the spec. So that's pretty much it.
Could
That's
you
what I was
remind
working.
what precomputed call here means?
It was basically that the caller sends a list of inputs and outputs for an address. So you could say that for this precompile, if the user sends this input, then you return the given output directly without processing any code.
Oh yeah, I remember we discussed it some time ago,
Yeah.
but it was here really far.
Yeah. So basically, it was that we decided because it is touching EVM code, uh, and among other reasons, we decided against it.
So it's a potential for V2.
Yeah, sure.
And Kilari, as I understand, now we have a V2 doc, yeah?
What doc?
A doc that is collecting V2 features, potential V2 features.
Yeah, I created that, but I haven't checked if anyone has added anything. And then I created the documentation for Get for the each simulate call, and I made a pull request for it, but no one has reviewed that yet. And I wonder if Nethermind also has some kind of similar documentation. And if so, maybe I can add stuff there as well. But I wonder that we could just create one documentation, and then I think it's probably copied in many places. Or I don't know how the node providers, for example, how they are doing documentation. So, but I thought that we could make one documentation somewhere, and then that could be maybe copied in other places and maybe modified a bit depending on the different clients' uses.
Yep, appreciate
Cool.
that. I'm gonna take a look at the API.
Like I was browsing internet and trying to find documentation for each simulator, and I found that Nethermind has that kind of generated docs, and then there were some problems there, and then I mentioned those to Oleg. But I guess that's auto-generated, and there's no.
Yeah, it's
I guess
auto-generated, and we really like generate those fields when we submit responses to you. So I'll think about how we can eliminate them.
But does Nethermind have some kind of documentation for the APIs as well, or is it included in the, or you should be writing it in the code and then it auto-generates? Or I don't know how it works, but I didn't find that kind of like
It's kind of a
non-auto-generated
mix.
documentation for Nethermind.
At least it was a mix when I last time edited them. So there you can write an article and like just a markdown article, and we can publish that, or we can like have parts documents generated from code.
Yeah. I like how Lucas just let that claim in the chat and then left.
Yep, it happens sometimes. That's all right. So if you prepare any markdown, I'll be happy to help to push it out into the docs. And I think we have a repo with like manually created articles on our current state, but it is in Gitbook. So yeah, just ping me up and I'll try to connect you with the repo.
Can you share me with the location for that? Like for Get, it's also quite bizarre that it's in the Get repository, but it's in a different branch, and it's in the different branch there's completely different
Yep,
kind of project.
kind of similar situation here.
Oh, really? Okay. But yeah, I don't know why it's implemented. Well, Sina said why it's implemented like that, but it's for me it's still weird. Do we have anything else? I don't know if Micah has been able to contact any of the providers.
Surprisingly, I haven't been able to get a hold of QuickNode. Usually they're pretty responsive to us because our team does their support, but they've just been kind of radio silent. I might try again like tomorrow, since it's the weekend right now still for a lot of people.
I know you posted about Reth. So how is Reth? Do we have anybody from Reth today? Maybe iPhone?
I don't think so. Yeah, so apparently Reth released, I'm guessing they just copy it from Geth. Is that how that works? Like,
Well,
because they're Rust, right?
in Rust, yeah, so it
Yeah, okay, so they must have
would be a
implemented
little
it.
bit different.
Yeah, I'm surprised they just kind of implemented it silently, but I'm happy.
Well, I haven't tested it, so I don't know how
Could
good
you
version
include
is.
it, Clary?
Sorry?
Could you include it into the test suite?
Yeah, I could maybe see how it works. I don't know if Sina would be better in doing that because I'm quite terrible in the kind of figuring how that test suite works. So I don't know if Sina can easily add it there.
Yeah, I can have a look at that.
Yay, and there'll be 3 of us.
Yeah. But yeah, interesting to see how well it matches to the Gets and Nethermind's outputs.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, agreed. Okay, so this week, hopefully we can get Reth integrated into the Hive test suite. And hopefully this week I can get a hold of QuickNode and after them, Alchemy and Amphira about getting clients updated and so it's available in the wild. And then we're still working on getting the tests to actually sync up and pass, right?
Yeah, and we don't know what would be when we'll add Reth, how far it would be, or how near.
Worst case scenario, we have 3 different results. Best case scenario, we have 2 results and we can use Reth as a tiebreaker.
I'm quite confident that we will get 3 different results.
Yeah, I agree.
That does seem the most likely.
How far are the ETH on those 3?
What do you mean?
We don't have a proper tested for it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Untested.
why. All right. And now we add hashes and stuff like that. That definitely makes it harder.
Yeah,
We're
there's no
doing,
hashes in there, so it's easier.
yeah, we're doing this all on hard mode. We're actually writing tests. We're doing hashes.
Yep. All right, guys. Do we have anything else for today?
Not from me.
All right, then. Thank you all for coming. It was productive and short. And we'll do what Lucas did.
Yeah, the best kind of meeting.
Yeah, perfect. All right, see you guys next week, and I'll ping you up on Telegram soon. Bye.